Morning. Lovely to see you all. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Welcome back.
Thank you ever so much. Thank you very much. So a slightly different environment. I'm nearly 170 miles north. Hello.
Morning, Claire.
Oh, hello, Angela, you're here.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, not too bad. Yourself?
Yes, good. Thank you very much.
Excellent. How are the folks?
Oh, yes. It's things were much better yesterday. Gone backwards this morning. But when the paramedics were here the other night, they said with these infections, that is to be expected. And,
yes, quite right.
So, yeah, yesterday it was fine. I could get paracetamol down him. He was happy to crunch them and swallow them. And this morning, he crunched it once and spit it out. So,
had enough of that then?
Yeah, so I then went to plan number 2, found aspirin, dissolved them, thought they must taste a bit like Beecham's powders. We got them down. No chance with the antibiotic yet, so I'm going to cut it in half and put it in a little bit of jam. So
good.
We will get there. So yeah, but you know, these things happen. So thank you ever so much for all of your lovely thoughts, and the folks are okay. And there's my husband trying to get in touch. I'll speak to him after this. I've sent him a message. Bless him. So yeah, but all's good. Anyway, how are you two?
Oh, not too bad. Hang on a sec. Let me just.
Sorry, I'm slightly distracted. I'm getting work stuff in the background. I do apologise.
Do not apologise at all. Robert, you've got one of the most critical jobs at the moment in John Lewis.
Yeah.
What, telling people that they can have time off?
No, you're the one who's getting the spreadsheet absolutely sorted, so the right people get the right phone calls. That is a critical role. So
I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything else with it after today. If it's not good enough, then they can do one.
Yeah. But if you don't get that sheet right, then either the wrong people get the phone calls, or some of the people who should have got them don't. So so it's complex.
Yes.
It's testing, and you're learning new things, Robert. So it's like after today, you can sit down and enjoy and relax, hopefully.
Tuesday, I think.
Tuesday, okay.
Yeah,
sorry, I've got a genuine sweet.
Tomorrow and Monday as well, but oh, right. So shall we go through and say good morning to the people in the room already? Which way should we go?
Yeah.
Let's go top to bottom today. So good morning, Brigitte.
Good morning.
Good morning, Candice.
Morning.
Good morning, Denise.
Morning.
Denise, I think this is your first time, so please do join in the chat and tell us where you're from. Morning, Jackie.
Morning.
Morning, Judy.
Hello.
Hello.
We have Linda Phillips. Good morning, Linda.
Hello.
Morning, Marianne.
Hello.
Morning, Safia.
Morning.
Hi.
Morning, Sally.
Hello.
And lastly, morning, Viv.
Hello.
Lots of messages in the chat already. So good morning from Marianne, asking how things are. Good morning from Linda, great to see you all. Sally says, morning folks, all okay. Jackie says, morning to all, how are the folks? Viv says, morning to all. Judy says, morning to all, good to see you, Angela. Safia says, morning all, nice to see you, Angela, hope your dad gets well soon. Brigitte says, morning peeps, Angela and Claire promptly disappeared as soon as I arrive.
Nothing
personal. And Denise says she's from Camberley. I don't know where that is, but welcome.
It's in Surrey.
Oh. And Dawn has just arrived and says, hi everyone, lovely to see you, Angela. Morning, Dawn.
Hello.
Hello.
So what have I missed? What's been going on in the world?
I'm just going to say I need to apologise to Lindy if you're watching on replay. You did send me pictures the day before yesterday of what you're working on, and I forgot to show them, so I will show them at some point today. And that very nicely leads on to anybody who wants to send pictures through. Please either email them to me or use Facebook Messenger, and then I can show them on the screen, or send them through WhatsApp, and then you'll get a very dodgy phone zoom in. And you will see that I have also changed location today. As Gary's not working, I've decided to commandeer the office.
No.
So I've yet to see what that looks like with knitting in this chair, but we'll give it a go.
Oh.
So what did you miss? Well, we only did an hour yesterday, and we're only doing an hour today as well.
Yeah.
It seemed to fly by, didn't it, Claire?
Didn't it ever? Yes, absolutely. But it was good because you had work to do and I had work to do, and so it meant we could still keep in touch, which was lovely. But still crack on with some things on a Friday, which I needed to do. So it was jolly good time all round.
Oh, perfect.
And I see you're doing something, Angela. So that's something new, isn't it, that you're doing? Is that the batik swirl shawl?
Yes, it is. Do you know what? It's one of the simplest designs I think I've ever done, and it is so effective. It's just lovely. So you know me, I don't particularly enjoy using these weird round little needly things. I like my long ones, but it is such a simple pattern, and it's lovely. And the batik swirl, I think it's meadow that I've got because I love this colour. So those are the colours, and it is really like a meadow, so it's going to be lovely and colourful. But I just started it last night, so I know Jackie, when I went into the shop, this is before all shut down, she said it's a really nice simple knit, and it is. It's a really easy pattern, and I just remember to have to leave enough for the pom-poms. But yeah, so that's really nice. And I've even thought, because I've got this that one as well, that's it's the merino, isn't it? This is the one I was talking about, the no muling one. It was Rico, it's a hand dyed one, but I was thinking I might do that because this is done on a 6.5 mil, and I might even do exactly the same pattern out of this one. So yeah, just on a 4 mil needle, but I'm really liking the pattern, and it's so easy that I can do it in the dark.
Very good.
So, and you may have noticed I'm in my bedroom from when I was a child. Wow. So I'm up at the top of the house, so up in the attic. So yeah.
Real.
So what are you two up to?
Right, sorry, because this is the first time I am using the computer. I'm just trying to familiarise with how I do everything. So I do sincerely apologise. I'll be back in a minute.
That's no worries. Right. More boxes, more pop-ups, more confusing stuff.
Okay, well, what I'm up to. You remember I was working on the virus blanket?
Yeah.
Well, I've nearly finished that.
Oh, wow.
I've got enough yarn. I'm on the 6th cake now, and I've got enough yarn to do one more good set of one more good row. So one more good set of fans. So, but what I thought I'd do is set up my next, we all have a TV project, an easy one that we can either take with us or do in front of the telly or whatever. We don't have to think very hard about.
Yeah.
So I'm setting up the next one. Now, I was talking a while ago about using sets of greys, graduating sets of greys. So they go from lighter to dark. So what I did yesterday was I have done 36 middle of granny squares. So I have basically 36 granny squares set up. So that's the little ones in the light grey. This morning I sewed in the middle loose tail.
Yeah.
So they're ready to go. And what I'm doing now is putting on the next couple of rows of greys.
Oh.
And then the one after that will be darker. There should be 2 more shades of grey, but unfortunately my 2 more shades of grey are almost identical. but we're going to have to make do.
Yeah.
But it is only a quick project just to see what happens and see how it turns out. So rather than being bright and colourful, I'm actually playing with shades of grey, which is, as a colour palette, is vastly underrated. And then it will go out to black. So these should be about 10 inches square, and it will be about 6 by 6. And then I have probably ragingly overshot for yarn, so I'll probably put a border on it as well. So there you go. So that's my first one. That's the one I'm on at the moment.
Wow.
And I'm just going to keep going.
Wow. I know that when, like you say, shades of grey is vastly, vastly underrated. I think the nicest lily pond blanket that I know me and Robert saw on the internet was done in just different shades of grey. And when you say the darker ones are very similar, you will see it when they're next to each other. It just flows so beautifully. So yeah, I totally agree. So I can't wait to see that.
I'm looking forward to it. Actually.
And what are you using? So, what yarns are you using?
An assortment of acrylic Aran. So very practical, eminently washable, and reasonably economical.
And what you had lying around, is it? Or
some of it I had lying around, and some of it I picked up.
Oh, right. Ah, perfect. Right, okay. I think Brigitte just said, hello, ladies. I can see you on my phone. Yes, but not when I am typing. So it's just one of those things. When you click the chat box, you won't see us. And I think it's also to do with whether your phone is that way round or that way round. But hey ho, if you want to type something, just type in and we'll be able to see that. So thanks, Brigitte. Helen says morning all. Marion has put something on the Facebook page for you. Brigitte has said, I wonder if you could have 50 Shades of Grey. I'm sure you could.
It was hard enough finding 5.
Sorry?
It was hard enough finding 5. Honestly, it really was. There aren't that many greys out there, believe it or not. I did have a good go. Well, he's not in acrylic Aran. But yes, I would love to have done, but I'll have to make do with what I've gathered so far.
Yeah. Oh, and Safi says Safi is fine. So we can call her Safi. It's what everyone else uses. Thank you. We feel even more honoured now to have you with us, that we're calling you by your familiar name. So that's lovely. Yeah. So my husband said to me when I was on my way up here the other day, said, if you need anything, just say, I can drive up. So drive all the way up to Leeds. I can stand on the doorstep. I can hand whatever over, and then I can drive back home. And I went, thank you ever so much. Oh. So that was really, really sweet of him. And I think he really did think that I'm sure if I need to take anything up, knitting will be included. But I tried to pick up enough little balls, and I thought, never mind. I can order online. I can order from the Spotted Sheep, and they'll pop it in the post the next day if I need anything. But yeah. So yeah, all good stuff.
Excellent.
Yes. Right, let's. I was just wondering what I was doing then. You know, when you haven't done a pattern, and I know it's a really simple pattern, but I've slept since I was last knitting. and you just think,
Yeah.
am I actually doing the pattern right? Because I'm not looking at the pattern as usual. I've read it once, that's enough. So,
Well, do you want to hear a draft confession?
what's that?
It's been so long since I've done granny squares, I had to look up how to start them off.
Look,
There's nothing wrong with that.
we all do that every so often. What did I look up as well? It was yesterday. The day before, I'd been up from 2 a.m. to about 1 a.m. And I just I just had this yarn over, yarn forward. Are they the same? Are they different? So I had to go on the internet and just double check. And I was doing it right anyway. You know, when you just have those, I haven't slept enough.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
Angela.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. People are posting on the Angela and Robert Web TV.
Yeah.
But I can't get into any of the posts. Is that something you can help with?
I can have a look.
Only because there seems to be quite a lot
Ooh,
on there. But for some reason, it's not letting me do anything.
is it not?
Oh, okay.
No.
Because I put you down as our administrator, didn't I?
I hate this new Facebook layout.
I know. Every time it changes, it takes us a week or two to get used to where things are. Right. I'm going to finish my row and then see if I can sort things out. And if not, see if I can log on to this computer here.
Oh, what's going on? Stupid thing. Sorry, folks. Carry on without me.
Just done another row. I'm really, really happy with this. So I just love the fact that all it is a yarn over every so often. And it gives this beautiful, beautiful edging. So that's going to be lovely. I know when I tried it on in the shop, I thought the pattern was a lot more complex than it actually is. Knits, pearls, and the odd yarn over. Oh, Safia, thank you ever so much. Safia said, if I need anything while I'm up here, give her a shout. She's only in Wakefield, so not far away. Thank you so much. That's so lovely of you. And Brigitte says, Clara, I've done miles of the four-sided stitch when embroidering, and every time I have to get Jane Greenoff's Stitch Bible out of how to start.
Oh, fantastic. I'm glad it's not just me then.
No, it's not just you.
It's all these little simple things like blanket stitch. You can do blanket stitch when you're underway, but in which direction do you sew to actually start it off and things like that? I kind of got the hang of that again now because I was sewing with felt the other week. But it's even little things like that. You go, how do I get from there? How do I get to there from here? And it takes a little bit of working out. But there we go.
Yeah.
It happens to all of us, eh?
It absolutely does.
Can we just say morning to Helen, who's joined the room? Morning, Helen, and Evelyn as well. Morning, Evelyn.
Morning. Right, just get me the laptop.
Can I start by showing you what came in the post yesterday? So you know we've been talking about
wait a minute until I got back on the Demio page. Yeah, you can say show now.
So you know we've been talking a lot about rainbows over the last few days and knitting and crochet rainbows, and then we've been showing pictures of other people's windows with rainbows. Well, I got a card yesterday in the post from my niece and nephew, and look at the rainbow that they put in there as well for me to put up.
Oh, look! That is beautiful.
What is that?
I thought that was so sweet of them. Because it's supposed to be
sweet.
That was lovely.
Kids are drawing the rainbows, and they obviously thought, well, they know that I haven't got any kids, so they would send me one to put up, which I thought was beautiful.
Oh,
How sweet.
Oops. Right. Okay, I'm just going to show this picture. Marion yesterday was talking about Ollie's eels. And
Oh, yeah.
hopefully, I do apologise if I show the wrong. There we go. So there is a picture of one pile of eels. And more eels. And then that is a blanket. Oh, that looks lovely.
Wow.
Marion, did you do that, or is that something that was made for you?
I am a big fan of the granny stripe, actually.
Well, when I'm in my craft room, that's the blanket that's on the sofa behind me, is my granny stripe blanket. Marion says, yes, she made it. It's a 3-year-old work in progress.
Jolly good.
So, well, I was a busy bee yesterday afternoon after I finished work. I'm now at the purple. I'm determined to get this weekend. Really am.
Excellent work. Oh, look at that.
This
Wow. That's gorgeous.
Full picture. So yes, I was mildly pleased last night when I finally got onto the purple, or could see the full purple.
Nice one. Well done. So how long do you think you are? So do we think we've got it cracked this weekend then?
I hope so, because I think there's probably only, because bearing in mind I'm not doing this in a purple, I think there's
middly one.
Only 5 rows maybe left. So,
crikey.
Yeah.
Jolly good.
I've got to remember what I'm doing now. Slip her ways, that's what you do. Safia says I could just put my shawl in the window. I could, yes.
True.
Definitely.
If I had a window big enough. Are you all right, Angela? You look like you're counting or concentrating.
No, I'm just trying to get in and see what's happened with the page. I've logged out and logged back in again.
So it's quite interesting at the moment. What you may or may not know is it's now the Easter holidays from school, even though everybody's been at home for the past 2 weeks anyway. But I'm still getting kids emailing for work because I don't think they've realised it's the Easter holidays because there's no difference. So I'm having to email them back going, well, we're not actually expecting you to do anything over the next couple of weeks. So have some fun, get some sunshine. And then I'll be setting you some more work for 2 weeks' time. But it's taking a bit of explaining at the moment. So that's why I was desperately replying to an email this morning as I was just coming on.
Right. Right, just to explain, Robert, I had to log out of Facebook because it wasn't letting me getting onto that web page.
Right.
Onto that page, and then I had to log back in. It's fine on my phone, but it wasn't letting me do that on the computer. And then it's actually let me go in. So I think it's an update issue. Have you logged out of Facebook and logged back in?
It's the first time I've logged in on Facebook on this computer.
Ah. Because you are still down as a moderator.
Right, okay.
With the settings, the settings along the top, you've got the home page, then you've got a flag, which is for pages, and then you've got the TV bit. I had to click on those at the top to be able to launch it.
Right, okay.
So it's weird. Normally you can see pages, and I couldn't. But never mind. That's technical glitches.
Right, so let's look at some whips, shall we? So Marion has sent another picture of a lovely blanket that she's doing. There we go.
That looks beautiful. So
Mitered
different.
triangles.
Huh?
Mitered triangles.
Mm.
It's very effective, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
Very.
then we have. So Linda Phillips has posted this on Facebook. Her finished jumper.
Brilliant.
That is gorgeous.
Lovely.
It is gorgeous, isn't it?
That looks like an old pattern, is it?
I think so. There's no date on it, but it is black and white. So I'm
yeah,
years.
That is beautiful.
Beautiful work, and it's a nice length as well.
Yeah. And
well, we know it can't. We know it can't be more than 40 years old.
What?
Well, it can't be more than 40 years old because it's a Rowan pattern. They've only been around for 40 years.
Oh right, okay.
Oh, okay.
And then this is her current work in progress, which is a knit along. I'm guessing blanket. Looking at the squares.
Is that the Tunisian?
Is this the one she said she was starting yesterday?
Yeah, it is the Tunisian crochet. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
The jumper was a current pattern. It was just printed off in black and white.
Right. Okay.
And those are Tunisian crochet Carol squares, I believe. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And then Dawn sent a picture of her second rainbow that she's done.
Hey.
Oh.
So she's now got one on the front door and one in the window.
Lovely.
They look beautiful.
Yeah.
And very cheerful pom-poms as well.
She says she's done the one on the door just for the postman to cheer him up.
Lovely.
Well, I've got. I don't know if you showed this. Did you show a blanket that Georgie had sent through?
No.
I don't remember, but worth another go.
Because we've been talking about grey, so I thought it was an ideal opportunity to show you this kit that Georgie had sent through to me. And I must admit, I'm a little bit of a sucker for kits. And when I saw this, I thought, ooh. So let me show you this. I'll just get to the right page. It's not cheap though. But you can just buy the pattern. So let me just share my screen. Right, So can you see that?
Getting there.
Oh, yes, that looks nice.
Isn't that Microsoft account?
Oh, got it. Oh,
Doesn't matter.
got it now. How cute is that?
I know. And when you talk about grey being so underrated, yeah, and everything comes in that box. So you can either do, I mean, I must admit the largest kit is quite expensive, but again, it's all British, local, hand dyed, beautifully presented. But who knows what you've got in your stash? But I thought that was just incredible and probably quite easy to do as well. So
Absolutely.
yeah, but I really like that, and I think they had some others. I'll just have a look on. So the company is called Solid and Marl. I don't know if anyone's seen that before.
No, not yet.
No, neither had I. And so like some of them, this zigzag and stripe, so that's white and light grey and then white and red. I thought that's really interesting. There's a bobble stitch that you won't be able to see here. Lace crochet throw, and I think I'm not sure if you can buy the pattern. Let me just double check. Can you buy the pattern?
Stick it on my Christmas list.
Exactly. Yep, you can buy the blanket pattern, and that's £3.50, which I think is super value for a pattern.
That's reasonable.
Yeah. Oh, look. Got octopus. And this is a huge octopus pattern. We've got black and white cats and all sorts.
Oh, look. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, I'm liking that. I think I'll have one for the sofa.
I just love the fact that they've used the bobble stitch for the tentacles.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of octopus patterns, but that has got so much more detail. A little bit more complex, but I just think, wow. Again, in grey. So I think that's great. And that's saying that it's easy. Oh, actually, if you go on, you can get 3 for 2 patterns.
Ooh.
Cockapoo, ginger and white cat, stripy cat pattern, sausage dog pattern. So really lovely company, Solid and Marl, and I am sure that they're in the north.
Yeah. I just typed Solid and Marl into Google, and on the drop-down list, Solid and Marl Octopus came up. So I can only assume it's actually quite popular and well thought of.
I would imagine so. About us, let's have a quick look at where they are. I'm sure that they are in British Knitting and Crochet Company. We sell luxury British lamb's wool and modern crochet and knitting kits. 3 different weights, 14 gorgeous colours. They design their own patterns. Founded by Victoria, a designer. Doesn't actually say where she is, so I don't know. Oh, no. They are based in Buckinghamshire, in my home county.
Oh, hello.
Oh, fabulous.
Right.
So, and there's no plastic packaging. So again, very ethical, no plastic packaging. Everything comes beautifully presented. So that's really, really nice. And then just another one for you. I love this company as well. I don't know. Sorry, I keep getting a poor network sign, so it's probably my end. But they appear to be in Olney. Oh, thank you. That's not very far at all. So that's those. And another company that I absolutely love, Bar Amu. And if you can see, they have all of these patterns. And when I was looking the other day, they actually have an offer at the moment, and it's the so there are certain books that you can buy and you give a donation. So if you can't afford the £12 that it would normally be, you just need to give a donation and they will send you a book. But they do.
Oh, bless them.
I know, and so they're really trying. They've got some. Titus is just out of this world. Winterburn
Right.
is the replacement for a lot of the wool that I've got from them, and it's when one of the. It's a blend of wool. It's so springy, and it's just amazing. And I think it was the Blueface Leicester that became a little bit too expensive. So they had to reduce the amount that we put in there and mix it, but it's still amazing wool. You can buy socks if you can't bother to make them. And this one here is, it may have all gone now. It was a special offer with those colours. So
beautiful.
Borrow. Just a couple of ideas for people. So we've got two companies there. Baramu are lovely. They used to have a shop. However, as with a lot of us, it's too hard. So they've now become a cooperative, I believe. Still go to all the shows. Still got the online. They still have knit and natters in their local pub, or rather did before this. And that is the first time they've done a gradiated dye. So solid and marble and those. Just a couple of ideas for people.
Well, I'll have a proper look up later.
So let me just put in there Marl and Baramu.
Right then, couple of messages. So let's scoot up a bit. Oh.
That's my knitting there. Robert, you're not doing any knitting?
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted in the background. I'm getting messages on my work phone. I'm getting messages on my mobile phone.
Oh.
Getting messages through on the computer. And considering I'm not supposed to be working this weekend, I did say I was only working till 11. And then I said I'd come back at 12.
Yeah.
And still not good enough.
Oh.
Yeah, welcome to my world.
Oh.
Okay, so Safi says Baramu are definitely based in Leeds.
Yeah.
Evelyn says finished knitted Isla's cardigan, going to embroider daisies on it. Oh, we'll send a picture when I'm finished. We'll take a day or two in between the gardening. Would love to see it. Okay, Nancy says, keep getting poor signal. I'll have to leave you to it. It's too frustrating. Have fun. See you, Nancy. To be honest, even I'm getting a slightly dodgy signal today. I assume it's everybody in the street is
I think it is,
is streaming something.
Yeah.
Marion, I've ordered yarn from You Felty Thing. They are dyeing it for me as there's not enough in stock. Well, there's a service for you.
Excellent.
Brilliant. Well done.
Right, let's have a quick look.
Jolly good.
Right.
So,
messages. Oh, it's a scarf, her doctor scarf.
oh yes.
Have you shown it? Have I missed that?
No.
Right. Sorry, I'm going to have to show it on my phone, but that is Safia's 13th doctor scarf that she's finished.
wonderful.
That's beautiful. And bless him, Robert's going to miss it because he's doing work stuff.
No, I'm paying attention. I heard
No,
Dr.
no.
I'm paying attention.
On that note, I'll be back in a sec.
That's gorgeous, Safia. Thank you. I love that.
I can't see it.
Can you not?
No. You've gone completely black at my end. Never mind. I'll have a look later.
Press refresh. If you refresh on the top left-hand side.
Right. Here you go, Safi. This is what I knitted for World Book Day. A 4th Doctor scarf.
Yay!
4th, 5th, 4th, I think. So there you go.
Fabulous. Yeah, so just in case I was dark just then, there's Safia's scarf. So thank you ever so much. We are going old school. Internet isn't great. Do you know what? I'm better tethering to my phone up in Leeds. With
And another.
And another. I think we have.
Hey!
First ever thing I made for myself.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's brilliant.
And did you wear it over the winter, Robert?
I didn't wear that one over the winter. No, I did. In fact, I didn't wear any scarves this winter. It wasn't cold enough.
That's what I was thinking. I hadn't seen you in your scarf at all, but we haven't had a cold winter, have we?
We didn't.
You watch. It's going to snow now. Oh dear. So, oh dear. Sorry, it's a bit cold up here. I'm trying to keep the house as cold as possible for my dad to keep his temperature down, but it's rather cold.
Oh dear.
Just one of those things. So Helen has said, shall I send a picture of my cardie? Yes, please, if you can, Helen.
Yes, please.
And we're doing old school. However you can get that to me on Facebook Messenger, that would be brilliant. Right, okay, let's. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Helen, that's beautiful.
Oh,
Crikey.
nice.
How quickly is
That's
that
gorgeous.
along?
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little bit concerned the fact that any cardigan project that I do seems to take quite some time. My cardigan is finished, by the way. It's just down south, so I can't show you yet. I'll show you another time.
All right.
Probably in a couple of months. But yeah, so that is beautiful, Helen. Really, really lovely.
Nice.
And that is the same as what you've got, isn't it, Robert? You've got this wool as well, haven't you? This is
Yeah, I've got.
Regia?
No, it's Adrifil Zebrano, and I've got the blue and red.
And this is the multicolored one with all colours in it.
That's the one that I wanted.
Yeah.
But never mind. I think the blue and the red will be quite nice. No, red and green. I think I've got.
Is it?
I think so. I can't remember.
Yeah, because on this, I'll just show it so you can see the different colours in that. So there's green, like a purpley, cyclamen, a goldish, orange, blue, beautiful colours. And that other colour as well that we're talking a lot about, grey.
Yes.
And I think, again, it's just so underrated. Mine with grey in it. If it was just black and white, but this is black and grey and the tiniest little bit of cream. And sparkle, of course, Robert, because Robert is so sparkly. Yeah.
I just realised you've got my shawl on.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just going to show you while I. Oh, where am I going? There. Right. I'm just going to show you these squares that Lindy's done. Can you see those?
Oh, yes. Ooh. They're lovely.
They are. they are for. She doesn't know what they're going to be yet, or how many she needs to do. Just that they're lace blocks.
Ooh, beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, it's lovely. Thank you ever so much. And there's a message from Judy that she posted on the web TV site yesterday. A note from those who can't get the knitter from the shops. She got hers from the library service, and Colette may be able to help. And then Sally said she'll try and do that. Denise said she got it yesterday from the Surrey library also. And yeah, so a few options there for you if you're wanting the knitter.
Excellent.
Marion, I can't remember. Lindy's not on today, but I think they are for the. I can't remember, Claire. Did she say they were for the Birmingham crochet knit along? I
think so. Yes. Yes, that's right. Yeah, because they had their own Facebook group and stuff, didn't they?
Yes.
Bye, Evelyn. Evelyn's just posted. She's going. Sorry.
Bye, Evelyn.
Yeah. So I don't know if I've brought enough stuff up here. Oh, I tell you what I have got to show you though.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned Baramu. I love Baramu. And a little while ago I mentioned about the patterns, and they are rather big in terms of patterns. So I've knitted that, which is Cloudberry.
Yeah.
And I've done it in, but this is where you get all of your diagrams and I suppose a little bit like schematics, and then you go through the pattern and you actually write in how many you need for your size. So rather than circling, you hand write in. So and then they also, so there's those schematics in the back.
Yeah.
And they also give you the written pattern and the chart pattern. So you have everything in there. They're really good. And I've got a cardigan that I still need to finish off, but this is in my favourite colour. It's in rhubarb. So it's a top down, probably my first top down. That has been missing in Le Garage for I don't know how long. So I will finish that at some point. But the colour is just, I love the colour.
It looks lovely.
It is so soft. So I need the arms to do, and I need to do an I-cord bind all around. But now I don't know if I need to make it slightly smaller. So I think it'll be okay, but we'll just see if I need to make a smaller size now. So we'll get on to that soon. Oh. How's everyone doing anyway? Are we using stash, or are we buying new stuff, or what's happening? No?
I'm using stash.
Well, this here is half and half. Yeah, my grades are kind of half and half. But I am trying to work my way through.
Linda says she's about to start some of my Sheringham purchases. That's brilliant. Helen's finishing whips using stash. Brigitta's using stash. Marion's using stash and donating stash and finishing some whips. And Marion, we also know that you've got some hand-dyed stuff on the way to you. Denise, luckily I bought from Unravel before all this virus stuff started. I haven't heard of Unravel. I don't know. I'm glad it's not just me. We'll have to check that out.
No.
Dawn is using up her stash of Stylecraft, which is left over from the various Attic 24 projects. You've probably got quite a bit left there, and we'll have something very creative at the end of that. Judy's using stash, Jackie's using stash, Safia finishing things off. Then I have projects waiting to start, including jumpers, Ubuntu, and dual tiles. What is Ubuntu?
I think it's a Jamie Crow, isn't it?
Wow.
One of those.
I learn something new every time I come on this. Ubuntu. U-B-U-N-T-U. Is that right? It's an open source operating system. I don't know whether it's...
I think that's the other version.
I don't know. Please, Safia, let us know what it is. And Unravel is Fibre East.
Right, okay.
So it's in Farnham. Did I actually go to Farnham? It wasn't about the craft, but it was, I'm sure it was an event, but that was for cake making and decorating. And I came home from that with so many bags I could barely fit it in the car. So I did think about leaving the boyfriend of the person who came with me, or leaving one of them or both of them there just to fit all the purchases in. But never mind, we fit everything in and everybody came home. So Sophia has said, no, it is not an operating system. I didn't think it would be, but no, it's a blanket by Deirdre Ulysses. Oh my word.
There we go.
That is amazing.
It is. Looks lovely.
Those colours. Ooh.
Yeah.
Sheepies are doing some incredible things, aren't they?
Yeah. There we go.
I do think that. Wow. Bye, Linda.
Bye, Linda.
I love that. Absolutely love that. Isn't it weird that some time ago, Attic 24 was the go-to kit and there was nothing else like it, and now there's all these incredible kits out there. I just can't decide which one to get next, and I've got an excuse. I can't finish what is it now, Lily Pond, because it's down south.
That depends on how long you're going to be up north for.
I know. I think I'll be here for a couple of weeks though.
Right, okay.
A good couple of weeks. So we'll see.
I could get Alan to post it to you.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. You know what I'm thinking? No, I did actually. Do you know what, Robert? I did actually bring this up with me, my Yorkshire Shores. So this is another one you do.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So
the one that's
this is beautiful. It's different Gansey stitches, Yorkshire Gansey stitches, and you have, I think it's 3 or 4 of these panels. Then you block them all and you make them into a blanket. So another bar on you purchase. But yeah, I absolutely love bar on you wool. So I brought that as well. So I've got more than enough to be getting on with. But that one is not one for in front of the telly because it's a Gansey pattern. They're all 12-row repeats. and by the time you've got into the repeat, you have to change it to another colour and another Gansey stitch pattern, which is another 12 row repeat. So it's one that when I took it to the Knit and Natter in the pub, it wasn't the best thing. I did have to but it's beautiful stitch, and the wool is amazing. So Sally, that Gansey stitches, it's I'll show you the book actually. I don't know if it's on, because it's on Bahram U, and that's the book, Yorkshire Shores. So if you look at Bahram U, it may be one that you can get for a donation. I don't know, but the finished blanket is, that's the person with it just round there. So it's a lovely huge lap blanket with all different colours. Oh, I just found another pattern. That's one that I knitted. It didn't work out. I didn't like it, so it's now at the bottom of my bed. I just opened it out and it's now at the bottom of the bed.
Fair enough.
Sally's saying, do they sell 5-ply yarn too? I didn't know there was such a thing as 5-ply.
Is 5-ply? No, I don't know what 5-ply is. One thing that I will say is their double knit does feel like a Virgin on Aran, because it is so bouncy. So I'm sure they have some 4-ply. I don't think it's specifically for Gansey, but take a look. Oh, thank you ever so much. Safia says that it's, and Sally knows this as well, but we don't, but 5-ply yarn is Gansey yarn. So I don't know, but they have lovely wool. So I know it's fine. I know it's the Gansey stitch pattern, but take a look and get in touch with them. I know that I got an email from Bahram U. They're only posting out on Wednesdays now, and that's so that they're reducing the amount of time that they're out. So they're still posting, but it's just once a week. So email them and they'll let you know which of their wool is fine for Ganseys. But I think any of it would be. It's just so soft. So soft.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So really, really good time to do. You what?
I said posting once a week. That's still very reasonable.
Yeah. Oh, I've got another picture from Viv.
Oh yeah.
And bought some t-shirt yarn to make a basket. Oh, this is looking brilliant, Viv.
Oh wow.
Lovely.
Yeah.
That is also on your things to do list. So it's lovely to see somebody else having a go.
I love that. And I do want one of those blankets. I looked at some of that hooked yarn.
Oh yes.
I thought I'd make it out of that, but again, that's back home, so never mind. Yeah. And I'm not actually buying any more of that. I've got one, and I'm not too sure how I'll get on with it. But that looks lovely, and the yarn that she's that Viv's got looks. Oh, actually, it says paint box yarns is what she. Yeah, that looks softer than the hooked. I think the hooked is more sturdy, but that paint box that she's using looks lovely. And she's got, again, grey, white and green, like an olive green. So grey is the colour, isn't it?
Seems to be.
Yeah. Let me just double check if we've got any more through from anybody else. And if we haven't shown them today, apologise, but we will another day. No. And just want to say, Tracy's not 100% at the moment. So if you watch this on replay, Tracy, thinking of you, and hope you feel better soon.
Yeah, get better soon, Tracy.
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. And we'll go there. So the witching hour is 9. It's 12 o'clock.
Wow.
That went
Can you
quick.
believe it?
Doesn't it fly?
It does. It does. So please let us know what you're finishing, what you're working on. When's the next one scheduled?
Monday at 10.
Fabulous. Well, I'll make sure I'm here. I should be. Oh, and just to let you know as well, just a little story. At 8 o'clock the other night, when everyone was doing that outside, we actually had 2 paramedics in our house.
Aww.
Sing to my dad, and outside the front door, in the middle of the road, there was an ambulance with the doors open, with the blue things going. And I said, I'm really sorry. I can't offer you a cup of tea. I can't offer you like anything. And they came in with the full breathing apparatus on. And you know what? They're absolutely incredible. So just to say, whilst I didn't clap at the time, they're actually looking after my dad and did everything possible for him not to go into hospital, which is brilliant. And they said, we don't want anyone going into hospital if we can help it. We want a care plan around it. So it might take him a little bit longer. We'll see how it goes. He's fine. You know, I can't get the antibiotics down him today, so I'm going to have to stick it, cut the antibiotic open and stick it in some jam. However, I can get it down him. But yeah, our NHS and everyone are fantastic. Yeah, and they are doing everything to help people. So yeah, happy knitting. And that's just a little sign off from me.
Okay, and have a lovely weekend, both of you, whatever you're up to. And
yeah,
see you again on Monday.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.